You played this game back when it was known as Stalker Online, and you came back a few years later to hear it known as Stay Out Now. It might be a little bit confusing. You might be asking, well, why is there a name change? And the simple answer is copyright, which is true, yes. But it goes a little bit deeper than that, because this is not the only reference they have done in the game. They've made multiple references to Roadside Picnic, which is, well, of course, where the game is derived from itself. We've got the statue in Lubeck, and we have the name of the quest, Roadside Picnic, in which the person on the motor car is actually, if you end the quest at the very end, you'll notice before he was called Pathfinder, he was actually called Nimble. And Nimble is one of the names of the NPCs throughout the original Stalker trilogy. So a little bit of a coincidence, but GSC has been known to go after people for less. Not even a year ago, GSC struck down Misery because it used a few of their songs in the game. And not the exact same song, but a cover of it. And they began to argue about that. There may have been a few other things, but the songs were the main thing, because they were direct reproductions, even if they were covers. And you might ask, well, even if even if they are still active today, which they may or may not be, wouldn't that be up to them and not GSC's problem? Well, no, because they produced a song for GSC at the time, and it's in GSC's game. So I suppose GSC would have had the legal right to do that. In any case, it's over now. But it raised quite a few arguments, such as, well, there are so many stalker-likes in the genre, and that's why they're called that, because they are like Stalker. Well, why doesn't GSC go after any of them? Why was it this one in particular? It really becomes sort of a gray area, because you have to think, well, they all inherit from the same book. So how much material can you take from the book and maybe have a little bit of inspiration from another game without crossing the line? When does inspiration become reproduction? You know what I mean? So while GSC might not own the word stalker, well, I don't know. It comes pretty close to it, because if Stay Out had to change their name entirely from it, well, again, it's like I said, it's not the only factor, because they have plenty of named NPCs, which they also call stalkers in their game. So it's just a real mess when you think about it.